Kyle says, but producers won't touch anything unless it's packaged right. Nothing to do with creativity and good story. If you haven't made a film or don't have tentpole and an A-list name, no one's going to give you the time of day. So is that true? Well, I am a producer, and people pitch these to me all the time, so I'm going to give you my take on this. Is it true that when a producer selects a project, it has nothing to do with creativity and story? No, that is 100% false. What we are all looking for is a great story, a great story. But the phenomenon that I frequently stumble across is people who don't know what great is. They haven't read enough screenplays. They haven't written enough screenplays. They are not far enough along to even recognize where the weakness in their own project is. The writing is just not good enough. I read a lot of scripts. I can tell who is a good writer and who is a bad writer. And frequently, it's just not good enough. Is it hard to get people to read your stuff? Yeah, it is hard to get them to read it. One of the reasons why is it takes a lot of time. And also, we are already reading a lot, and most of it's not good. The chances of getting something out in the wild that is great, that has the level of creativity, that has the quality of story that we're looking for, they're just low. It's not impossible, but they're just low. And there are things that you can do to improve the chances that your project's going to get a closer look. You can make an excellent pitch deck. People phone in their pitch decks all the time. Most of them are garbage. Most of them are not good at all. It's worse than reading a phone book. Need a really good pitch deck. I'm a big believer in a strong pitch deck. I've seen not just within my group, but also within other companies, like how powerful they are as a fullback for your project, clearing out obstacles and getting people to the point where they do want to read your screenplay. Most producers have filters on the front end, and that may be some of the dismissive attitude that you're experiencing. They're filtering your project out based on its genre just because they don't work in that genre. It's not their strength, and they're really only looking for a certain type of thing, like they only do action movies or they only do comedies or whatever. As for the next comment, if you haven't made a film or don't have a tent pole on your resume and an A-list name, no one's giving you the time of day. There's a lot to unpack there, but yeah, if you haven't made a film, how do I know you're a good filmmaker? Why would I bet millions of dollars on you if you've never made a film? You have a camera in your pocket. You need to go tell a story with it and show me something. Doesn't have to be the best cinematography in the world. Hopefully the sound is decent, but I need to see good performances and a good story that's told. People understand you don't have, $1 million to make your first thing, but there's got to be something. A short film, there's got to be, a no budget feature, a low budget feature. You got to make this stuff. This is how you stand out today and show other people that you're worth doing business with. You can't just open Final Draft, get to 100 pages, and then be like, trust me, bro, and have everybody just jump on you and build your career. You have to be an active participant in your own career. And I'm not coming at you, Kyle. I'm just talking about, just the theoretical person out there who's at this place in their career where they're encountering these obstacles. They don't want to help you if you don't have an A-list name. Well, that's a fundamental part of making a movie is an A-list name, and they are hard to get. And when you talk to people, what they are looking for is they're looking in general to partner with other people who can bring some pieces to the table. If all you're bringing to the table is a script, what you're doing is you're finding a producer and asking them, do everything for me. Find the money, find the cast, come up with everything, the schedule, the budget, the production plan, the pre-sales. Just literally do everything for me. I wrote this thing, go do everything for me. That is the ask when people approach producers with only a script in hand, especially if you don't have a pitch deck, because if you haven't made a pitch deck, then the producer has to go make one for you. I do that all the time, or they have to go try to, leverage their relationships and get people to actually read your screenplay. So what I'm saying is you need to become an active participant in building your career, and you got to make things. Nobody's going to take a chance on somebody who has never made anything. If you had $1 million and you wanted to build a house, would you give it to somebody who's never built a house at all? Never built anything? Never even built a tree house? No, you're going to look for people that have built something, you know, maybe not the exact type of house that you want to pay them to build, but you're looking for people that have some kind of a track record, and that's what most producers are looking for. But the good news is it is easier to create your own track record now than at any other time in history. Filmmaking is hilariously cheap now compared to what it was in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. So you can get people to read your stuff. I mean, I read new writers all the time, so do other people. But you need to become an active participant in building your own career. And that means sort of becoming half a producer yourself. I mean, every director I know that is successfully building their career right now is half a producer. They've made their own thing, or they are literally a producer, an active participant in reading screenplays and finding material that is going to be right to for them to direct, and also just making connections and meeting people, and they're bringing things to the table. So why would I want to do everything myself, literally carry dead weight up the stairs, when I there are people out there who are active participants in building their own careers?